So here we are, we've come down a private lane and we're going to view something rather special today. Must be serious with gates like this. Here we are, sports fans, we have arrived at this nice wooden shed, and in this wooden shed is something that's going to be pretty amazing, pretty sick. Let's check it out. Oh, there we are.
Hello mate, how
Mr.
you doing?
Alistair, how are you?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
All good, all good, all good. Look at this place, a bit better than the shed we went in last time. Famous shed. Let's go and see what this operation is all about. Oh, whoa, yeah. Maybe this isn't Fatcreations, who knows? But anyway, Fatcreations, where the magic happens. What have we got in here then?
Something special in there, mate.
Look at this. So this is obviously the Sam2. Looks very, very different to when we last saw it. My God. This is to match a certain colour that we're going to see later on in this video. Wow, look at that. So as well as the frame, we've got some Cuzzy Fox 38s. They're the same orange, but with a hint of gold in there as well. You sort of see with the sparkles. Look how sick this bike looks. Focus Sam2. Lovely paint job. Matches a certain something. She's wrapped and ready to go. Massive thanks to the guys here at Fatcreations, Ali and Bex. We're now gonna go to somewhere else to build her up. Let's get it. Oi, oi. Next part of the journey with the forks, and we've come to TF Tunes to get a little fix up. What was a bag of bits have now come back as a pair of forks. I want to say massive thanks to TF Tune for fitting me in. Back at Muc-Off HQ once again for something very special. We have a look through the cages and there he is, the caged animal, ready for more. Blader all out, ready and raring for next week's build. As you can see, we've got the motor in there. We need to do a little bit of cleaning here and there on the first day when we get shooting, but other than that, she's good to go. We wanted to double check we had all the parts. Today is the day of something very special. Have you ever seen an oaf get out of a Mini before? Whoa, absolutely love that thing. So here we are at Muc-Off HQ. Let's go in, see the guys and see what's what. There's the happy man.
We're back at it.
We're using the Eco Parts Washer to make everything look bling like new, because as you know, this bike isn't a brand new bike. However, it's gonna give the impression that it is a brand new bike. Any good? Yeah. That's the latest accessory, that is. We've made a start on the dream build. As you can see, we've had to put some wiring in first for the rear brake before we put the motor in. Now the motor is this beast here. Or if you want some forearm curls, it's good for you. So we're going to give that a little clean, obviously avoiding all the terminal.
I got my two chins out of it, shall I?
Look at that.
Well, the battery's in, the cables are through the frame. So yeah, I just got to fit the motor now and plumb it all in.
Rob has full access inside the frame without the motor in. So what we've got to do before we put the motor back in is put all the cables through the frame. So we've obviously got a few cables on this bike. We've obviously got the rear brake, we've got the transfer dropper post, and some little bits and bobs that connect to the motor. So we're going to do all this first, then put the motor in, and then we're going to start the build. Serious snake's wedding going on there, isn't there? That is this morning's job done and dusted. We've sorted out the snake's wedding. So as you guys can see, it's all looking neat, it's all looking fresh. We've got all the parts ready to be fitted later on today. So as you can imagine, it's fitting all the cables in to start off with before you put the motor in. So we're good to go. Now we're going to start the build. As you can see, I'm in the Mini. Oh, just clamber out of this thing. And we're straight into the Muc-Off workshop. So as you can imagine, this is going to look super sick in the background. Let's see, and hopefully the filmer turns up today. Colour match is pretty damn good. We compare them side by side. Look at that. So sick. So we're just waiting Gee Milner, we'll lay the bike out, and then the build is fully going to start. You obviously need to make sure the Mini is sparkling, so we use the old silicone shine. Got everything laid out, and look who's finally turned up to get the shot.
Get this shot.
So obviously you're all going to check out Gee's video of high professional madness. This is the reality of behind the scenes. So what have I done, Rob?
You moved something that I didn't want you to move.
So he said, don't take the forks off. I undid one bolt and unfortunately they fell on the floor, but it's one of those things.
Did it have to be one of those things though?
Look how happy he is. He's been fed and watered now though, so there shouldn't be any excuses. So
We're good, we're there.
we're all good.
I might just sack off cameras, this is so much easier. Literally. You do actually need to film this, so maybe you can like film at the same time.
Yeah, there you go, done.
Let's start again.
I'm not needed now, am I? Right, cool. You
Nice
asked me what top cap we're using. Might be using the DMR Oi Oi stand cap. Let's just give Rob the classic.
How many
Right, and there we go. There is the classic. Look at that. Look how happy he is about that. Oh.
That's seconds.
There we go. No, maybe not that close.
What's going on, Rob?
Oh, I pulled the cable a bit too much and you have to take the motor out to get to the dropper.
I don't know if G wants this because it, like, all of a sudden that dream build, the reality's come true that the dream build's literally made up of a second-hand bike that MBR may have used as a demo, and yeah.
That's like bike industry 2020, isn't it?
So I've been very, very fortunate enough to pull some favours with some good mates, and as you can see, we've got ourselves one of these things. I'm so stoked with that. They are, Rob. Cheers, mate. The man on the job, behind the scenes of behind the scenes, and then, believe it or not, sports fans, that is Rob Webb doing some work, putting a tyre on the wheel. Go for it, mate. Put some effort into it, lads. And yeah, that if you, what are you doing? Wait, there you go. See, right. Quick as a lasagne one, we'll be all right.
Should I just turn the compressor on?
Yeah, let's f***ing do it. Shitty thing. There you go. That's better, isn't it? So we're getting there. As you can see, the bike has got the forks on, we've got the shock, we've got the cranks on. As you can see, G's filming away with Rob putting the cassette on now, the rear tyres on, 50% done. We've got some bits and bobs to go. We've got the new DMR Volt mag pedals, you know, super, super light. It looks bling bling, so I'm super stoked to get this going. Fill you guys in now, where I sort of mistakenly dropped the forks earlier, we're now all looking for a little peek. What are we looking for, Rob?
Little washer for your brake mount.
A filmer there on a good day rate.
This is the reality. This is literally the reality of this. We spend like 90% of the time on all floors on the concrete trying to find a box.
See what you got to do, right in his face. He loves that, don't you?
Get a load of stuff done before G comes back.
So basically, what you'll soon realise is anything I film is normally the BB roll, whilst G gets all the, like, the bangers. So that's why, you know, I haven't been seen filming anything like this, but we're filming Rob, you know, sweating and cursing. It's all loud on my videos, you know. That little bolt that we lost earlier, we're now coming to the local bike shop just to hopefully sort it all out. Put the mask on. Let's get it. We've got the little part. Now we're going back in the van, back to the build. Hopefully that is what Rob needs. I can't really help too much today, but there's one thing that I can do. May as well get him in for the lads. Got to keep the lads happy one way or another, and I give the cameraman, if we give the cameraman and mechanic one of these, it just means that they're going to give it that extra little bit of care. So we've got to keep the boys happy, haven't we, you know? Always helps. Quite stressful building bikes, isn't it? As you can sort of see. What's been the biggest problem today then? Obviously, we've got to have the green with the gold, and you can look how happy he is right now. Look at that, that is so sick. I'm stoked with that. And then obviously we need this thing, which I'm sure you're going to see in a more professional light in G's video, but look how sick that thing is. Whoa. Are we nearly done with this bike?
Yeah.
So it's what, 99%? Is this literally the final touch?
Got to beat your brakes, but...
Yeah, we ignore the snake's wedding going on there.
Snake's wedding.
So as you can sort of see, the finished touch is obviously the Oi camo. I can't remember. Right, what's this called? The Black Ops camo. So we've gone for the black camo. That's going to finish this thing off a tree, and it's going to go very nicely to match this gorgeous Mini. Here we are. Behind the scenes of behind the scenes. G's standing behind the Mini, not really for the arty shot, Rob's about to blow and he's about to chuck stuff.
Rob's
so
flattered.
we're all just hiding behind.
This is gonna fucking go through the car.
We do.
Fucking camo gravel bike.
That is the bike. Final bolt being put in right now for the bottle cage. This thing is looking insane. You happy with it, Rob? Look at her, matching the mini. Myself and G are going to go to some of the awesome backdrop to get some epic shots with this and a mini. Let's get it. Filmed the bike in the Muc-Off workshop. Now we're on our way to get some epic shots. Got to the location. She is looking pimp. Look at her. Whoa. So we're getting a couple of behind the scenes photos. We're knocking riding on the head today and we're going to be doing that another day. Look at her. She is looking pimp. So as you guys can see, we've got the bike. We've got to the shot location. We're going to do a riding scene or sequence another day, so that is it. We're just going to get a couple of shots today and then go from there. We're just about to go riding. As you guys have seen, we've had the bike done and dusted. For transportation purposes, I've actually taken the battery out. Come to my good mate Max at
Black Dog Detailing.
And he's going to give this thing a bit of a spruce up because as you can see it's not looking at its best. Okay, so this shoot with Gee Milner and the bike is obviously not going to show under the bonnet, but I've convinced Max that we need the under the bonnet doing as well. Polished tips, look. We have now loaded the bike and look at the job Max has done. Insane. So now we're all ready to go and shoot with this thing. Massive thanks to this guy right here. Cheers, dude.
Thank you very much.
Check him out. Let's go riding. Oi, oi.